Alrighty, folks. So, what the hell happened last time?
What a good question.
Lots of things.
Trauma.
I got my flower.
Yes.
There was no trauma, actually. Nothing happened to me at all. I just got a flower.
There was nothing weird that happened.
No cool meditation with the druid lady. Nothing like that.
No super sick Melora tree.
I wasn't told that my soul may be broken or something.
Nope.
That didn't happen at all.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. You guys met Senekir. It's fine.
We met Senekir. It's fine.
And Scylla ran away as fast as possible. Which is so funny because that wasn't even me metagaming because I didn't put together who it was. I was just like, she needs to leave.
Weird vibes. Weird vibes.
Away from here.
Weird vibes. It's like, I gotta go.
Fucking go right now.
You guys
We met Scanlan's kid.
Yeah. After Belbin, who needs to change his name.
Me too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Told an incredible story, but yes, after that you did meet Scanlan's son Wax, aka Will Handledown.
Yeah,
they just wanted that kid to be bullied. They really did.
It's Sam and Ashley. Of course, they wanted that kid to be bullied.
That's valid. That's valid.
They went, how many syllables can we fit in this without it being too many? 1 2 is
and they
fine.
Went one too many. Yeah.
But then they looked at Percy's like full name, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're fine."
Yeah,
it's fine.
We know that Beyond the Veil is a subpar Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Let's see.
Well, Bell has his dad's compass as his focus now.
I do have that. I still don't know how it works, but I do have it now.
You bought a book on wizardry.
I did buy a book on wizardry, which I linked the D&D Beyond Wizard page to in my that's inventory.
That's what it is. You now have the D&D Beyond page on wizards. That's what I gave you,
which is amazing.
I found out about the Starward Reach company, which makes the Sending Stones, and that my coat was made on the west coast of Tal'Dorei.
West coast.
West side. Also, a bit of housekeeping. Scylla, you were told 2 months for that marriage or the wedding. Yeah, that's being pushed back now to whatever it was. It is now 2 months from now.
Okay.
So.
It's to whenever we get to it. It's whenever we want to go.
Whenever you get back, whenever you get to Stillben. Oh wow, yeah, the boat's leaving to it's then. It's
right
when
now.
you get
right there. We gotta go.
I think it's only been like a week since we got that thing. Anyway, like it's not been that long.
No, it's been like a week it's been about a week and a half. You guys are
because we were making good time, and it was supposed to be like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
right.
You guys made it to Western in under a week and a half, and it's about like a 2-day journey. It's about like a 2.5 day journey. 2-day journey on to Flatborough at this point.
Cool.
But yes, we left our intrepid adventurers with Scylla 1,000-yard staring as she rode the horse and cart with Belbin and Yvain sitting in the back.
Like white knuckle on the reins.
Yeah, just white knuckling the reins on the way to Flatborough. So, the first day of travel again is upon you. You guys have slept in a warm bed. You had a good breakfast. You have food in your bags. You have some new items. You have some new consumables and potions aplenty.
So many potions.
Yeah. It's a lovely day, actually. It's sun is shining, birds are singing. You can smell the wind blowing through the grass as the light dust as the horses kind of kick up the light dust with their beating hooves as you are trying to push it a little bit. You make your way through most of the day without much incident until about, I'd say about maybe 1 in the afternoon. You're coming around a wide bend in the road, and you see on the side somebody has pulled a cart off to the side. If you guys take a look, you see it's a good sized cart. There seem to be filled with kegs, barrels, a couple of metal, what look to be more kegs, and a couple of big jugs and bottles as well. There's a donkey, if I didn't mention, pulling the cart, and a small bald individual or shaved head individual, kind of standing by it, scratching their head and looking at what looks to be a busted wheel. What would you guys like to stop and help out? Would you guys like to keep moving along? What would you guys like to do?
It's just a busted wheel.
It looks to be the cart is kind of like tilted at an odd angle, and you can see that they're sweating. It looks, and a couple of drag marks in the road. It looks like they kind of had to drag it off to one side to get it out of the road and in the way.
Scylla start to slow down the cart.
Okay.
Are you all right?
The individual turns, and you see it is a dwarven woman, or more like a dwarven girl. Looks to be in what for a dwarf about her mid-20s, so like around there. Completely shaved head, eyebrows shaved, no beard, mustache, or any hair visible whatsoever actually on her face. She's got 2 eyebrow piercings as well as a nose ring, and a pair of very, very deep, sort of purplish eyes. And she says, she kind of gives a wry smile and says, "Oh, hi. I seem to have broken the wheel here. I don't know. Maybe I think I hit a rock or something back on the road. There's maybe, but the wheel is splintered, and she points, and you can see that there's a like something had knocked a huge chunk out of the wheel and also like completely set it off its axis in some way."
So we'll turn back to Yvain and Belbin. She still kind of looks kind of far away, like she knows that she would stop the cart, like under any normal circumstances, but looks like she's like kind of just like running through the motions, and is like, "The last time we stopped this cart, we almost died. Do we want to stop the cart?"
I mean, we've got a spare, we could help.
I
Here's
agree.
Spare?
Yeah, we bought a spare before we left.
That is
Maybe.
something I
We
remember.
did.
I do remember that.
Shit. Look at us. We're prepared for stuff.
If not, I can probably mend it.
Oh yeah, that would
if we
be
need
good.
to.
Wait, Scylla.
Yes.
Ask her if she wants to rob us first.
Are you going to rob us before? Just precaution. It's been a weird week.
I don't know. What do you have, and how strong are you?
Can I answer the second question first, so I
Sure.
don't need to answer the first one?
Absolutely.
We will kill you.
Okay, I have no intention of robbing you.
Cool. Okay, so
That
stop the cart.
Seems legit. Yeah.
And she, okay, so yeah, you guys stop the cart, pull it off, and all the three of you hopping off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you 3 of you hop off and walk up. This young woman, she's dressed in mostly black and black leathers and sort of like a light canvas almost. But she looks like she's got her sleeves rolled up to her elbows. She's got some sturdy muscles on her. She looks young, but she looks like she's been working. Like she works well. She says, "So, hi, I'm so sorry. I'm Wendy. You are?"
Belbin Eldry, nice to meet you. We are professional cart repairs people. We're here to fix all your problems, probably.
Right. Well, how fortunate that I met you.
The most fortunate, if you will.
Of course. Well, if you could just take a look, I guess I don't know what happened. This has never happened to me. It's a sturdy cart, but it's old.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. In my professional opinion, that there is a broken wheel. Yeah. We will. Yvain.
Yep. So she walks over and I'm gonna like lift it up so that Scylla can maybe take a closer look. Do you think you can mend it?
I mean, I can certainly try.
So okay, Scylla, make an investigation check for me, and if Belle, if you want to help, I can offer advantage.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Investigation. 21.
Okay.
Fine,
So
well.
yeah, you see that the axle part of it that holds the wheel like on it, like it's a little bar that, and then the wheel is like holding on here, has like snapped in a way or splintered.
Oh, fuck.
So it's like you think, oh, that's a simple mend. I just like put that back in mending. But then when you look at the wheel, there's an entire chunk of the oh shit, sorry, a little alarm went off. There's an entire bottom chunk of the wheel that's missing, and you're kind of like, okay, can't really fix that. But it's Belle actually who noticed, you were looking like, how did this even happen? Because you know you were the first one to be suspicious. Where are they going to rob us? You're kind of looking around, just like, where's the ambush coming from? And you actually see a large stone about a couple hundred meters down the road, and you see a couple of feet away from that a large wooden chunk there. So you assume that's probably the chunk of the wheel.
Scylla, I found it.
Oh. Highly unlikely, but I'm glad that we have solved this.
So yeah, it's easy enough. You throw the wheel back together, and with a couple of mending spells, and it's pretty easy. The brakes are smaller than what is it, like a 1 foot square thing?
Mending?
Yeah. Like one square
it
foot.
It is, as long as the brake right there is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension.
Yeah,
you
it's absolutely, yeah. Like the wheels are about a couple of inches thick, and the brake is not even like it. You know, it's small enough that you could like, okay, fix one side, I go fix the other, and I fix the axle, and then Yvain is able to just shunt the wheel back on, and Wendy is all set to go. She looks on in shock and or in with an impressed look and says, "Well, you are all quite I don't even know. I'm so impressed. Wow, this is impressive. Thank you all so much. I have money, however, it is not mine to give. But and she kind of reaches into the back of her cart and pulls out a cask, and she says, my mother runs the brewery and the tavern in Flatborough. This is a keg of her finest spirits. We weren't able to get a good price for it, so I figured you all deserve it at this point. And she hands it over. It's a good size keg. It's about like maybe like that big, but you can add keg of Strong Brow's Strong Brew to one of your inventories or the party inventory.
Yvain, I can't lift this. Thank you.
It's about half the size of Belle.
That's a nice seat right there.
Don't worry,
really.
I'll put it on the back of our cart.
Well, where are you all headed? If you are heading towards Flatborough, I highly do advise to stop by, at least for a drink.
Actually, yeah, that's where we were going.
You're going to Flatborough?
Yep.
Yes.
Why?
I don't like how they are saying this.
Why
would
go
anyone want to go to that back, like middle of nowhere, backfuck water little town?
We are getting paid to.
That makes a lot more sense.
Accurate, yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would pay an enormous amount of money to get out. So,
Well,
Are you like stuck there or
can.
something? You are not there currently.
you're actually closer to West Rim.
trust me, I take every
Yes.
opportunity I can to get out. But you know how parents can be, right?
Yep.
Is it like a money thing or like I do not know how parents can be actually.
Oh,
But
she blushes, just a deep red, just her entire face and head just go completely red. Um, well, my mother is a domineering type of person, and she very much wants me to be like her and help. I have to help take care of my little brothers and the business and the brewery and I can't forget the grain farm, of course. It's a lot of work. The boys aren't old enough yet, and I I'd feel awful leaving, honestly, but I want to.
It's a lot of obligations you didn't sign up for, but you kind of can't leave. Makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now you see why I am sort of wanting to go and making these trips to sell our brews out of town. Thank God my mom listens to at least suggestions about business.
That's fair.
But
You could see if you could get her to listen to a suggestion about business in, say, Wildmount.
maybe you could open another franchise, go somewhere else.
I've been trying to convince her to let me open a bar in Western, but she says I'm too young. She says I don't have enough experience. She says I'm 57. I deserve to go out and start my life, you know? All
Yeah,
my friends are
probably.
gone. All my friends are all
57.
You look fantastic.
I'm a dwarf. We age differently.
That's true.
How much have you been like saving up to like open this bar?
I have enough to buy a vacant place in Western. I have enough to fund 3 months worth of drinks and to renovate. I have it all saved. My mother just will not let me go, and my brothers are too young to take care of
How old are your brothers?
her. 10.
That is, yeah.
Just
that
10 and
is-
10
that
or
is
10
young.
and
Twins.
Well, that's fun.
Oh,
So if you stack them on top of each
bless.
other, you got 20, and then you're set.
I know I do not understand families that well, but do you love your mother really that much?
That is a complicated question.
How old is your mother, if you don't mind my asking?
I don't ever think she's given me an honest answer.
The question really more
So very.
is she so old that she can't take care of herself?
Oh, no,
until the
she's
boys
just-
are of age, or just
No, she's just. If my mother did not have something to temper her, things would go bad. She'd lose the business in a week.
You know, she is an adult. That sounds like a her problem.
More like an us problem if my money goes away. My family. And also my boys. They're my brothers. I care about them. And my mother, too.
Have you
even if she is a bit
considered-
domineering.
Kidnapping.
Many times, but the I'm also afraid of having Jamie on my back.
I love
Right.
random names we have no association
let's-
with.
Oh, I'm
Let's
so
do
That's not
that
how
sorry.
you tell a
Who's
story.
Jamie?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing a search for a thing.
I just felt my dad come over me when I said that. When I tell a story and say a name he doesn't know, he's like, "Who is that? Who would that be?"
Yeah, and so it's like, all right, let's do this again. Who? Wait, hang
Sorry.
on.
The town the town sheriff, Jamie. She's a bit of a stickler for the rules.
Oh wait, we know that
Oh,
Hang
name,
on,
don't
we know
we?
this name. Hang on.
Yes, we do.
Jamie Waintrop. That is her name.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yep.
right.
Is your mother, by chance, murdering people? Just a question.
And
An
or
innocent
is your
question.
mother Jamie Wainthrope for some reason?
No, Jamie is a friend of mine. No, not my mother. Um, n- I no, my mother
you-
is not killing people. I would not assume.
Do
Have
you
you-
know who is killing?
Have you heard about the
people?
murders at all?
Of course, everyone in town has. I assume that's what you were coming for.
Yeah,
Exactly. Do you know who it is?
It would make our
No.
lives much easier.
Are you
No.
sure?
I know who my mother thinks
Insight check.
Go ahead, make an insight check.
5.
Hard to read. Hard to read. No, the
God
lack of
damn.
eyebrows kind of throws you off.
Come on, Wendy. give me your recipes for burgers.
I definitely know who my mother thinks it is.
Who does
Who
your
does
mother
your mum think it is?
She thinks it's Rick Silverbrace,
Rick Silver-
the
Now,
owner.
who owns what? No.
Oh, he is the owner of the Millside Motel. He is. She only thinks that because he is her competition since he opened a little liquor lounge in his motel.
So we should saying it probably isn't him.
Who is the
Rick has a
opposite?
temper. Rick has a temper, and is known to fly off the handle sometimes. But his husband usually can calm him down. My God, it is a big knife. Just Scylla just randomly.
Just playing with the knife.
Just a blade.
I've just been playing.
What is
with
it
My
with
friend
you
bought me
guys and
this.
putting knives in your mouth? God damn it! Stop it, both of you.
Now, who would you say is the opposite of Rick?
Probably his husband.
So it's Rick's husband then.
I don't know if it was Jeremiah. That would be quite interesting.
Jeremiah wouldn't happen to be a grung or anything like that, would he?
No.
So Jeremiah's
What is,
not a
what is
bullfrog.
a no? Jeremiah is a dwarf like I am. But what
Hmm.
what is a grang?
Is frog people. Bad joke. Just keep going. Don't worry about it.
Frog person.
Jeremiah's not a
I
bullfrog.
just
That's what we're
understood.
getting for.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
no, but would you all like to ride together? We could have a
You get
drink.
back right now.
sure.
We could have a drink.
I would warn you though, people have been trying to kill us. So just
That has
you
happened
know,
on more than one occasion.
can
which
you do
makes
like
it-
a verbal NDA and be like, if I don't survive this trip, my mother won't sue you.
If I don't survive this trip, please don't meet my mother.
If you don't survive this trip, we
That-
probably won't
that's,
either. Fair warning. So
I can swing a club if you have one.
Yvain.
I've got I've got a hand axe. Here you go.
She kind of like twirls it, like catches it kind of like almost badly. She's like, I can do this. Sure. Okay. Kind of tucks it into her belt.
The
Like
sharp
a-
part.
Like a stave
Yeah.
hammer. That sounds fine.
Sure. Yeah. The sharp part's what goes in the bad guys.
So they are the staves.
Exactly.
You all sound like a fun bunch. I like you. She hitches up the cart to the back of yours, and her donkey is now is kind of hitched up to the back of her cart. So it's just a long kind of train now at this point. Your pace is slowed a little bit, but now you're basically making the time you would have been making. So yeah, you guys travel on for the rest of the day, making small talk with Wendy, and she tells you about any conversation topics that you would have broached with her, any questions about the town, investigations that you want to get off the bat, off the top of your head, or
I already asked her if her mom's a murderer. Like this is-
How long has this whole murder thing been going on?
Oof, I'd say about a month now, maybe two.
Oh my
no,
God.
maybe a month and a
That's
half.
very recent.
Yes, it was. It was shocking to say the least. Is like I said, it's a backwater town. It's very quiet. It's very, nothing ever happens. We have a sheriff only because the sheriff wanted to be a sheriff. Wanted to have crowns guard, but she has a whole story about that. But then all of a sudden, this man who had come into town a few times before, he doesn't move his Vardo for days. He is not seen. And one of the, I think it was one of the farmer's sons goes out to check and get him to move off of their land. And he's dead, only inside. And then a week later, it is the farmer's the farmer's worker, and then last week the doctor, all in the same way. It
And
is
that
terrifying.
way
None of us.
is-
Weren't we supposed to talk to a doctor?
I think so, yeah.
That feels like an issue.
They're dead a week ago before we left. After we left. They were my suspects, so like now we're really back to square one.
Yeah. This Dr. Annette Stoll.
That
Yeah.
is Dr. Stoll, yes.
Yeah, that's kind of a fucking bummer for
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Oh dear.
That's okay.
Could make them a zombie.
The farmer worker who died.
You
was
could
it the
what?
one-
Nothing.
That was not
That's-
said out
that's-
loud.
Too much. That's a higher level of friendship than you have acquired yet.
You do not have clearance for this information.
You got to get to like level 3 or
Uh,
at level 1.5.
I do have to ask, what is your whole deal?
Oh, that one.
That one
Yeah,
specifically.
Yeah, yes, you have a very interesting aesthetic. I like it a lot. Do you
Oh,
do you
thank
do you,
You guys should get together and
do
like
you
collaborate.
do you put on a makeup or something?
This is just how I look.
Oh. Oh, I am so sorry. I am all I feel horrible.
It's okay. I'm
I-
used to it.
I-
Well,
I-
you know,
I
I'm not that
really-
used to it, but I'm
I
used
really
to it.
don't get out of town much. I'm so sorry. I have never met anyone who looks anything like you. You are beautiful, and I you are beautiful.
Thank you. It is nice to hear that besides insanely scary. So
That's
Fear-
my go-to.
Fear can sometimes be a beautiful feeling.
do you need therapy? Are you okay?
No. Wendy's into Impact. Anyway, she just blushes and just kind of goes. Anyway, yes,
We are
very-
learning too many things about each other for having an hour of knowing each other.
So that farmer that died, was it the farmer worker? Was it the same one that found the Vardo guy?
Oh, no. It was one of the day laborers who works on Simeon's farm, actually.
Okay.
Simeon, sorry, you don't know the names. Simeon Flatborough. He is the fruit farmer. And it's you may have had some of his fruit before if you've had anything from Flatborough Orchard, or the vineyard.
Quick question. With the exception of you, is everyone's name in Flatborough, or is Simeon like high ranking of some kind?
He wishes he was.
Just
he
happens
is
to be
the
named
last.
after
He
the
is.
town.
He is the last remaining member of the founding family of the town.
And that doesn't mean jack shit.
It means less than
sounds
he
to
would
be
like it to. It means less than
Awesome.
he would like it to.
Nice. Great. Stroke the ego.
Solid.
He is a very angry little old man.
Ew, I don't want to talk to him anymore. Can you do it? Someone else do it. I'm not good with old people. Or young people. Or people in general.
He also owns the largest farm in town. So
Wow, your apples are so big.
She cracks up. That's that I would pay to see his reaction. But the day continues into night. It's starting to get dark. You guys, Wendy lets you know you guys are probably about halfway there, and you at this rate you should be there by sundown tomorrow. And you guys, she also knows a place along the road to stop for the night that should be relatively safe. So you guys make camp. Anything you guys would like to get done before bed, or are we heading to sleep for the evening?
Oh no, I have to sneak away from Wendy. She's gonna ask questions.
Just be like, gotta piss, and
I gotta pee.
Oh, I'll come with you. No.
No, it's okay. It's so kind.
Okay, so yeah, you're all sitting around the fire while Scylla goes and does her thing.
oh, I want to try the brew. How is it?
Oh yeah? Okay. You pop the keg on it, and it is it's a liquor. It's a liquor. So you
Jesus.
That's liquor.
You've been getting lit.
it is a liquor. It is a liqueur. It is a deep amber kind. But when you smell it, it has a hint of both. You can definitely smell it's whiskey, but there's a hint of mint in there. Something like a sort of like almost mentholy kind of nose to it, as well as the kind of burn. And you take a sip, and it cools your throat as it burns as it goes down, but it burns.
You're drinking cough syrup.
I was like, is this Listerine?
But the aftertaste is minty, and then as the mint kind of fades, there's a sort of like smoky fruity taste.
This is a journey.
Yeah, that's interesting. Huh.
You need usually people need about 5 minutes to digest and process every glass.
Oh shit. It's a good thing we stopped.
But yeah, it's some good stuff, and that's already a little bit of a buzz. It's like that's a hefty shot. But yeah, anything else anyone else would like to try? But that is, yeah, good stuff. Anything else need to be done? Okay. Well, as we head to bed for the night, watches go without issue. Wendy found y'all a good spot that she seems to use quite often. It's kind of tucked behind a small little hillock, and sort of in a little embankment, sort of away from the direct line of sight of the road. The next day comes. You guys whip up some breakfast if that's what you're looking for. Breakfast. Breakfast. What is going on in here?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yes, breakfast is made. And you guys are back on the road unless there's anything to be done in the morning.
Wendy, you want to race today? You want to race?
A race? Are you talking about my donkey versus your 2 horses?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
thank
I
you.
want to see the
Seems
foot race.
fair.
No,
Seems
foot
fair.
race. Foot
Tell
race.
you what.
Foot race?
Foot
Foot
race,
race.
and whoever loses rides on the donkey.
Deal.
All right. She sticks out her hand.
Shake, shake.
All right. Okay, so you guys mark out a spot. It's about like, a 50-meter race. Okay. Okay. So for this, I'm gonna ask for contested initiative, followed by athletics.
Great. We love to
Okay.
see it.
All right. So
As they're about to start, Scylla walks up to Wendy and goes, "Good luck," and pats her on the back and gives her guidance.
what is that, a plus D4?
Amazing.
Yep.
Sounds good.
He's
Sounds
like,
good.
"Oh, I feel thank you. All right. Initiative roll. She rolled a 13 plus 2, so that's a 15.
I got a 7.
7 on athletics.
No,
All
I got a
right,
6
and-
on athletics. I got a 7 on initiative.
Oh, okay. All right. So she. All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Misty step.
Huh?
Misty step.
Ah!
Ooh,
How far can that go?
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. It's about, let me see. It's like 50 meters, I said. So let me see. Oh shit. 50 times 3 is
150.
So yeah, you're a good 30 feet ahead of her, and but you see, you kind of turn back and go, and she is already like she took off before you, a good like second before you. So she is just like pounding the ground at you, and she's making her athletics check as you made your 6 and start to scramble off for the remaining
We love to see it.
120 feet. With a 17, she as you're kind of like trying to get up to speed, she gets level with you, and she said, "Nice trick, but downright cheating." And she tries to give you a little shove as you're
That was
running.
not agreed upon beforehand. Misty step.
As she okay, she's trying to shove you first.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Garbage. 12.
Okay, so that hits. I would like you to make an Arcana check at disadvantage to see if you can pull off this Misty Step, or if she makes you lose the spell.
We've got, well, right now we're at 7, so it can't get much worse. 10.
Yeah, you stumble and start like skidding and rolling, and you lose the spell, and
Sure.
she takes off after you. I would like for another athletics check from you.
Nice.
Ooh.
4.
She rolled a 2 plus 2, which is a 4. So she tripped, and as she was like, ha, boosh, and just face first into the grass, and she's like, pulling herself up, and now you guys are in, like, as she starts running, now it's neck and neck once more. Last check, whoever wins this one gets there first.
I don't know
Sounds good.
how, but Scylla is passing popcorn between her and Yvain.
is it bad that this is funny as hell to me?
No, it is so funny. I was hoping this would turn out this way.
She rolled a 3. So here's what happens. You guys you guys chose a rock a log that has like an empty log that is out in the middle of a field that you guys slept in, and you guys are neck and neck. She's pulling ahead, then you're pulling ahead, then she's pulling ahead, then you're pulling ahead, and you start to pass just a little bit as you're reaching, but just before you get there, you see her diving forward and smacking her hand on the log.
Woo!
You fucking cheated.
I don't recall breaking any rules that we laid out, but fair's fair. What's the donkey's name?
Marie.
All right. Marie. And I'm just gonna just walk my way over to the donkey.
She picks herself up and dusts herself off and walks back, head held high. You guys.
Good job.
You fucking guys.
Doing great.
All right. So, you guys
Marie,
head
Marie,
out
Marie.
yet again for the day. And the day passes without much issue. Belbin, there's no saddle on the donkey.
That's fine. I'm taking the day-old donuts that I've got, and I'm like breaking pieces and feeding them to the donkey. So people have to keep coming to get us as like Maria's like painting around to come get me.
She's like tied to the back of the
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, did
We're
you
just we're
untie her?
like pointedly just like going in weird
God.
directions.
She's just getting yanked over and over again.
Well, yeah, because I'm feeding her donuts. And if any of you guys look back at any point, you will see, and you would have seen if you were sitting in the cart and paying attention to him. Bell's got the compass in his hand, and he's just kind of like, ah. How the fuck does this thing work? Like just trying to figure out how to make it make magic.
Okay.
Hold on.
Make an
wanna see if I
Arcana check
notice.
for me.
I want to see if I notice. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check, Sella. Or
9.
Yvain. 9.
19.
Yvain, you notice because there is now a scorching hole in the side of the covered wagon.
Belle, you're right.
Yeah, doing great.
Yeah.
You shot off a sacred flame.
Fuck.
You know, you're rear security, so just aim it at the rear.
Right, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Which way is rear? There's arrows on both sides.
behind you. Behind us.
Okay, but see, and I hold up the thing, and it's the compass where there is the pin that goes all the way up and down because it points north all the way down to south because that's how the magnet and the compass works.
Swivel
Which-
around and aim it that way.
See,
Don't set the cart on fire, Belle.
yeah, okay. Okay, sounds good. Note to self, teach Yvain how compasses work later.
You're lucky you didn't roll any lower because it was gonna be fire something.
That
Don't
Right,
fireball
yeah.
the cart, Mac.
listen.
I wasn't doing anything. You have a fucking divine soul sorcerer back there messing with an arcane focus that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Scylla, do you see this shit?
I feel like every time it gets like really quiet, Scylla like super gets lost in her thoughts. So when you're like Scylla, she takes a second, she's like, sorry, what's going on?
I just kind of like over at Belle.
Belbin,
Yeah.
would you like to tell me what you are trying to accomplish right now
Magic
at the cart?
at the universe, just not inside the compass anymore.
Maybe let's save that for a group time when someone can help you.
I mean, anybody that wants to can come back here and help me.
I'm driving the cart.
Speaking of which, I love how Ben is swaying back and forth like he's on the donkey. The commitment is just you have okay. That's it. You have persisting advantage to use once every
Listen,
session.
I could have used it at any point during that entire contest,
or at
and
any
I said
point.
that's not fun, so
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
did.
know. Okay, so just like you've earned it though. God damn it. Oh my
I've said
God.
that's not chaotic.
All right. Well, day progresses. Oh, sorry. You guys done talking?
Scylla kind of looks back and like makes eye contact with him until he puts the focus down.
Donuts back out into Marie's mouth.
You all have a very strange dynamic.
I don't
What?
get it either.
Nothing, Belle.
Okay.
He's adorable.
He certainly keeps us entertained.
So the day progresses on, and it's about, I'd say, about 4 p.m. And Wendy has said recently, we should be getting close to town now. We should be able to see it coming up on the side of the road. But it's at this point that you guys come upon a large boulder sitting.
Wendy's ambushing us.
A large boulder sitting dead center in the road.
Again.
Zero like go around. There are no desire paths around it. It looks like this boulder is just plop right dead center in the road.
Boulder as well.
Scylla,
Yeah, I see it.
I think I might have a irrational fear of boulders now.
Honestly, that's so valid.
An ominous boulder in the center of the road.
If I get fucking roofied again, I'm gonna be really mad.
Guys, why are we slowing down?
I'm sorry, what is going on?
Wendy,
It's a
is that
big
boulder?
rock.
Is that normal? Is that usually there?
No.
For fuck's sake.
Is this where you try to kill us, Wendy? Because I'm serious about this.
I believe you, and no, this is not where I try to kill you. That happens later. No, this is not. Not me. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't like
Guys,
it.
why do we stop?
And the-
Oh, fuck. What the fuck? You put a rock here.
No, why does everyone keep thinking it's me?
You see,
Because we
like,
keep trying to get killed.
the last time that we got ambushed, there was also a huge boulder in the middle of the road.
Hey,
So
listen.
we're
What's
just-
his face?
Hey, listen. I gave you alcohol.
That's true.
That could be to inebriate us and kill us easier.
I drank and slept next to you last night.
That's fair. She
That's a
took a
good
whole
point.
chunk of the watch in the
True.
middle of the night. She could have just slit all of her throats.
Yeah,
Way.
that's true. All right.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Didn't
There
think
we
about
go.
that
Can
one.
we please figure out what the fuck this boulder is?
Is
Yeah.
it like, and it's like just like fully like it's blocking the entire road, and there's like
Just-
trees on either side, and you can't get around.
Not exactly trees, but like very like it's thick brush at this point, brush and grass, and getting your horses through that would be hell in a handbasket
Okay, like would have to abandon the cart kind
at
of
that point.
situation.
Yeah, I mean, not exactly abandon the cart, but it would be hell, and it would take a good chunk of time. I'd say about another like half hour onto your trip, maybe an hour.
Okay. I will go over and look at the boulder. Please watch my back. And if I go down, well, shit. Neither of you can pick me up. Run away.
I can pick you up.
I can definitely pick you up.
I
Merle
cannot
can make
pick
it
you
so
up. I will be running away, like you said.
I can make it so
I
you can pick yourself
appreciate
up
your
more-
honesty.
more than
All
anything
right.
else. Yeah.
Okay.
Yvain will
All right.
tentatively walk over to the boulder.
Okay.
The Scylla will smack her on the back and give her guidance.
All right. Bell and Scylla make perception checks, and as Yvain makes an investigation check.
Perception is +6. Oh, okay.
Do, 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 do.
That's a 8.
I also got
Oh,
an
that
8.
was almost a natural 20. 15.
Okay.
We are not, in fact, watching her back.
Okay, yeah. Eyes focused on Yvain.
Just
Watching
like the
her
spot
back.
between your shoulder blades.
Yeah.
Like
Your
You-
arms look
locked
really
in.
good today.
Yvain, you walk up to the boulder and start like looking around. It looks pretty sunken into the ground, but none of the surrounding area. You're very familiar with flora and fauna and like living in the wild. None of the surrounding area has grown around this boulder. This is like,
Intentionally placed.
or at least placed recently, if not
fresh
intentionally.
boulder.
And
It was the pilgrims.
you
They
start-
used
so
to
you
ride
start
these
like,
babies for
okay.
miles.
Just
So you start
arrived.
thinking logically, okay, if this was placed here, or if this was just, if this appeared here recently, something had to put it here. So
Mhm.
you start looking around for like footsteps or signs of life, and that's when you see the very large footsteps, maybe about like this big around, just kind of ovular, if that's a word, like circular, but oh, no.
Ovular.
Ovular. I just used the wrong.
It's ovular.
Ovular. Ovaltine.
Ovular.
Drink your Ovaltine, guys. So yeah, it's kind of an ovular shape, leading off into the brush, but from this boulder, like boulder footprints into the overgrowth.
Recent?
Make a nature check.
Okay. I have that.
You're doing great up there, Yvain. Keep up the good
It's all
work.
good.
Ooh, 13.
I'd say you'd be relatively confident that these would be within like the last like day, maybe two.
Hmm.
They're pretty fresh. Also, as part of your previous investigation check, you do notice on the boulder a symbol. It is a swirl with four stripes going through it.
Do I know that?
Make a history check. You don't know it off the top of your head, but make a history check.
Da-na-na-na. No. 4.
No.
Not a clue. Nope. But you do see that symbol at about like eye level on the boulder.
Like Yvain's eye level?
Or like my eye level.
Sorry, I'd say at about 5.5 feet off the ground.
That's Scylla's eye
Okay.
level.
Scylla's eye level.
The footprints are big though.
Yeah,
Like
pretty large.
really big.
Not
Hmm.
really big, but large. Like a little bigger than yours. Like I'd say about like 2 or 3 sizes bigger than yours.
Oh.
So not like you lay 4 of me down in a row and you get 1 footprint.
Oh God, no.
Okay,
I'd
cool.
say, you know what, Belle? You could probably like sit in this footprint and like just kind of like be a little. It's about the size of your body. If whatever this thing stepped on you, it would be head and limbs.
Amazing. I need a friend like this. They can make me chairs wherever I go.
Hey,
Trunk has come back to life.
this was put here pretty recently, and there's footprints that go over there. Also, there's a symbol here. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go check out the footprints though.
Do not go by yourself.
No, can I get a battle buddy?
Yep.
Okay.
I will stay with Wendy and then we will look at the sign.
As I like come past it, do I recognize the symbol?
Make a history check.
Oh shit. Okay.
Actually, yeah.
I more just meant
No, just make a history check.
nat 20, 21. I meant like in regard to the random shit that I have known.
Yeah, no, you would know. You
realm.
actually know exactly what this symbol is because your little Rolodex brain goes back and in your Rolodex of stories goes back and remembers a story of the Witch of the Woods.
My brother.
This was a sort of an anti-hero among legends in the stories of Exandria. This woman was an arch druid that inhabited the Bramblewood forests around the western area and the Murdoon mines, and would bring very ill tidings to anyone who would damage or trespass in any kind of intrusive way on the in the nature that she calls her domain. And you specifically remember the story that you used to tell about her. Let me see. The story of her getting a bunch of using her natural powers to assist the Ilitharian army in their battle against Haymak the Terrible and his bandit army. Haymak the Bandit King.
Bandit.
But this keep in mind, these are legends from millennia ago.
Right.
Yeah. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And she was a witch. Yeah, she was she was called the Witch of the Woods.
Mm-hmm. And that's the only name I have for her. I don't have like her name was Deborah or something.
No, you don't have the first name. She was known as the Witch of the Wood.
Cool.
Not
That's
Deborah.
Not fucking Deborah. All right. Yvain, you said, oh fuck, those are big footprints.
Yeah.
All right. That's something about a witch that lived in the woods that was not great news, but also not the worst news in the world. So got a 50-50 chance of being alive if she's in there. You want to go see what these footprints lead to?
Yeah. Look, What? A witch?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a witch?
Which?
The witch you were talking about, that witch.
Witch of the Woods.
The witch of the... Who is that?
She's the witch whose symbol is that symbol.
That's... That symbol?
That
That's
one right there.
That's Grandma Linda's symbol.
Grandma Linda is a fucking murderer.
Who's what? Grandma Linda? What?
The beekeeper.
Never mind.
Why
she's a
did this
saint.
beekeeper take a symbol of a mad woman?
I don't know. That's just the symbol that's on her door. At her cottage.
Mac, in the story, would the word archdruid have been used in there specifically?
I
know you said it.
No,
Okay.
I said that, and I shouldn't have probably.
Okay.
She was a witch of the woods. That's all she was called.
Sounds good.
But
Let me
with
just
nature.
erase that from my brain real quick.
Sorry, no metagaming.
That's why I asked. Okay. Well, we probably need to talk to Grandma Linda at some point here, especially if she's got her signature on a bolt. Beekeepers
Hold
don't use
on.
boulders, do they?
Hold on. And Wendy walks up to the boulder and slaps her hand on the symbol. And the boulder, it starts to shake and quaver, and you see arms and limbs extend from the other side as, straightening up from the hunched position it was in, you see a large boulder golem made of rock and raw stone standing about 9 or 10 feet tall ahead, in front of you, and this tiny little dwarf girl in front of it, looking up with a big smile. Oh, this is just Boulder Dash.
That's really its name. Okay.
Well, that's what we called him when we were little.
This is what? Bell is
Boulder-
like 60 feet away. He has just sprinted in the other direction. What?
Oh, Boulder Dash. Grandma Linda found him in the woods and was able to help. He was breaking some things in Simeon's orchard one day, and she was able to, calm him down with a little bit of whatever she can do. But he just kind of roams around the woods. I've never seen him like this, though. What
there
is
a
wrong with
reason
you,
he would-
Boulder Dash? Are you okay?
He's just taking a nap here or something.
You
That's
just hear like a rumbling.
Awful sound. Oh my.
Is there a reason he would block the road,
I don't
like
know.
on purpose?
I don't know. He doesn't talk much, so or at all.
Zilla, do you speak giant rock monster? Or Yvain, you like mountains?
I don't think I speak that.
Or Wendy? Honestly, anyone but me, because I know I don't speak giant rock monster.
As you guys are saying this, you see Boulder Dash kind of look down and then start to crouch down now to look at Wendy, and just kind of like face to face with her, and she's kind of head crooked to the side, like, "Are you okay, buddy? What's wrong?" Just kind of like treating it like a giant puppy or something. And he's just kind of, and you see the golem just kind of a rumbling grumble, like gravelly, like two rocks going against each other.
It's Druidic is one of my languages. Is that a spoken language?
Yes, it's more written than spoken, but there is a version of spoken Druidic, but it's more of like a ceremonial thing.
Mm.
But I
I was
mean,
gonna guess if she was a witch of the woods, then maybe he would respond to Druidic.
you can always give it a
It's
shot.
more.
I mean, you can certainly try, as our favorite DM would say.
If it's more ceremonial, what words would translate?
Wendy, can you ask him if we can come through?
Yes, of course. Boulder, you're in the way of the road, silly. You need to move. You can't take a nap here. And you see the golem just straighten up and you see Yvain, this was definitely what made the footprints because
Yeah.
he walks directly the way he came back into the woods and just kind of
This Grandma Linda has a rock golem sentry. That's
This town is so
fucking
weird.
badass.
There's a murderer, a sheriff who doesn't sheriff, and
Oh, I don't know
a
if
crazy
I
beekeeper.
wouldn't call him a sentry. He just kind of wanders.
There's a beekeeper that can talk to rocks.
You know, with a town that is suddenly being attacked by a murderer, it seems not unsituational that he would block a road.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Grandma Linda asked him to keep people out. I mean, the first person to show up to turn out missing was an outsider. Was someone who did not live here originally. I should not call them outsiders. That makes us sound like a cult. But there was, not a local.
Hmm.
So maybe she's trying to keep people safe in case there is a killer in town. I don't know.
Well, that would be very kind of her. That'd be very, that'd be a nice public service kind of thing to do. So,
Or maybe, maybe Boulder Dash is just silly, stupid. I don't know. He's a rock
well,
for a
hey,
head.
he seems like he was a very nice man. Okay.
Oh, he's a
can-
sweetheart.
Yeah, so we can calm down on the stupid thing. Are we
Protecting
going?
this rocks.
Are we gonna stay here?
Right. Well.
What's
Yes. We should be there soon.
as long as there's nobody named Jackie gonna jump off of the back of Boulder Dash to come murder us. We good?
I would not like to see Jackie again.
Well, the last time we saw Jackie was dead. So
I don't know. With the things that are happening, I would not be surprised.
that's fair.
Also, could have made them into a zombie.
You need to stop
We
saying
really,
that out loud.
yeah,
Scylla.
no, we really got to stop with that.
See, that's the second time you've said that. What do you mean
All right.
turn people into zombies?
Loading
Level
up
3.
Marie. Marie, come here, please. Time to get back on the donkey.
Level 3. You can't keep referencing things and then tell me that I can't learn about them. You are literally keeping me at arm's length. How am I supposed to get to level 3?
We're ready back here.
It's dedication,
Whenever
you
you're
know.
ready to
It's
go.
constant. It's every day.
All
Yeah,
right.
start the car.
Hopping on the back.
Yvain, make a move, please.
All right. So you guys progress forward. It's not much longer as the sun drifts down over the over the horizon, and both moons rise above the horizon into the sky.
I don't trust that red
you-
one.
You
Wow, it's so steep.
arrive at the city or at the town of Flatborough. Now, as you come to the entrance, if it could be called an entrance, as it's just a foot-beaten path that through the grass and off the road, you begin to make your way into a grouping of ramshackled houses. It is late in the day, and you see most of the people here are working class, farmhands and the like, who are just now getting home from a day of hard labor. Can I get a perception check from all three of you, please?
2.
19.
There it is. Our wizard character did wisdom. There we go.
And Yvain?
5.
Okay. Scylla, ever the ever the watchful eye for the little uns, you see a couple of children running past, and
It has begun.
you see a couple of kids running past, and they run past a door that is creaked open somehow, and you see another young woman, maybe about 15, 16, standing behind it, kind of just looking out. She makes eye contact, and she's just kind of like staring. And you guys make eye contact, and she quickly just shuts the door. As you make your way through to a sort of main thoroughfare, you look around and see two main places of note. The first is you see two main places of note as they are the only two buildings with a sign out front. One is a bit further down the road. It is a large windmill with a house attached to one side that looks like an extended longhouse with a front patio on the other. The modest sign is painted with black and silver lettering, the Millside Motel. The other building is a very large single-story building, though there seems to be the beginnings of a second floor being constructed, with an even larger warehouse attached to one side. The warehouse is pumping out steam and pipes creak and groan along the outside. You're getting a slight claustrophobic feeling from the designs and layout of the buildings. Everything is cramped with as much stuff crammed into as little space as possible. This building looks this building in particular looks far more buffed and polished than the motel or any other building, really. Which the motel isn't dirty, really, just had a sort of dusty charm to it. On top of the ornate building is an equally ornate doorway, and on top is a sign with an even more ornate sign painted with black and gold lettering: strong brows, strong brews. You see Wendy kind of steeling herself. The rest of the buildings on the street look to either be homes or some other sort of small businesses that you suppose don't require signs, just because everybody knows everybody else, small town things. You can see also a few small clusters of buildings and small fields some ways off. They look like farms, only incredibly condensed. So you have arrived. You are on the thoroughfare. You see the two main buildings of note. You can tell what they are right away. What would you like to do as Wendy unhooks Maria and her cart from yours and says, "Well, I should probably get back to my mother's, but if you guys stop by, please grab a drink. I'd love to give you one on me if my mother will allow it, but please stop by at least for a drink. My mother will try to get you to stay. Don't let her know that you don't have a place to stay yet, because she will try to get you to stay there, even though we don't have the tavern built yet. That's what that second floor is. Just get a room at the millside. That is the best place to go for people staying."
Sure. Should we do that before or after we arrest Rick for being a murderer?
Oh my goodness.
Leave
I
that
say
up to your
before.
discretion.
Fair enough.
We will be by for that drink.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you then.
As she walks away, Sybil's gonna grab her arm lightly, not aggressively.
Oh yeah.
And say, I know I made the joke of it earlier, but truly, this is your life to live. Do not let anyone else make decisions for you.
Thank you, Scylla. I need to apologize for what I said the other
It's
day.
okay.
I truly I need to think a little harder before I speak.
Honestly, I need to too. I understand.
Thank you. I'm glad I met you. Thank you. And she heads off. All right. Well, welcome to Flatboro, folks. What would you guys like to do? You do have contact in town as well. Remember, you were told to make contact with the sheriff, Sheriff Winthrop.
It's night though, right?
It's it's like starting to be sundown.
Okay, something
It's like around like 6, 7 in the evening.
What do you want to
probably
do?
going to be here a while. Yeah, should go get someplace to stay.
Probably at least let the horses be not attached to the cart anymore
They would probably like
for
that.
like a hot second. Okay, Branch, calm down. We're working on it.
All right, let's head over to the motel.
All right. So
That's how you know that we're all gonna get killed here. Is because there's a motel.
A motel.
It's not a
That is
tavern. It's
all.
a motel, specifically a medieval motel.
It's a
We're going
Motel
to stay at the
6,
Motel 6. Yeah, it's
middle
not
of-
even a Holiday Inn.
it's
a
the
Motel 6.
Millside Motel.
Means that only 2 of the letters on the open sign work.
As you guys approach, you see a place to tie up horses on the side. You guys kind of unhitch them from the cart, get the cart all situated on the side. No one comes out to greet you. You do see a door with a little sign above it that says front office. And as you notice that is when a chair crashes through the window next to the front door.
Wow, they gave us seating right out front. How nice of them. Express
Oh, fuck.
service.
And you can hear shouting voices from the inside.
I'm going in.
All right. Are you just like bursting in, or are you like
Yeah.
kind of like Okay, you burst in to see a small halfling man who looks, actually, I have pictures of these people.
Out front. Scylla, do you think we should bring the chair back inside for them, or do you think we should
Would
just
it
leave
be
it?
nice to bring it back inside? But I
I
feel
would
like
think
they are the
so.
ones that put it outside, you know?
Right, so maybe they wanted it out here?
Right? Like maybe it needed like some fresh air or something. Maybe it was part of a conspiracy theory.
Maybe it's the murder weapon, and it should go in
Maybe
the
it is
cart.
the murderer, but it got turned into
We
a
are the
chair.
smartest party ever. We're so smart.
We're so smart.
All right. So,
shit, where
Do
do
any
you
of us
go?
actually have okay intelligence?
I have a 13.
We have been over this? No.
I
I have a
have the
12.
highest at a 13.
12.
so
But my wisdom is garbage.
It's okay. My wisdom is good.
you see a halfling who looks like this.
Do they look like they want the chair back?
Maybe. Just
he
maybe.
is red in the face, about as red as can be. Blonde, sort of like strawberry blonde brown hair swept back over his head. Short, stocky, kind of like, you know. I like how he looks how I assume Orem would look, only a little more like rough around the edges. And he is red in the face, screaming at a dwarven man who looks like this.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'll move him over. It looks like that. A sort of like rosy cheeked, long red beard, bald on top, pot belly, has a glass of what seems to be some sort of liquor in his hand, held very delicately in stocky dwarven fingers, and is just has a very kind of unamused smile on his face, as the slightly shorter halfling is screaming. And exactly what am I supposed to do with all of it now that she's gone? I don't even fucking know. And it's at that point that the dwarf goes and points towards you, and the halfling turns like spittle flying out of his mouth and goes, and now we got fucking customers. I can't believe. And he storms off into the back, behind a counter, slamming a door and like shaking the entire building.
You all right?
Who,
Do you
me?
want the chair back?
That's a
Oh,
good question. Chair?
Oh yes, if you could bring it in here, please, I would really appreciate it.
See, they want the chair
That
back.
would
See,
be,
that
that
makes
would be
sense.
fantastic.
Okay,
Thank
yes.
you. That would be
Right.
fantastic. Thank you. I'm so sorry about him. He's a bit of a hothead. I just need to talk to him for a wee little bit, and he'll be fine.
Just making sure no one's gonna die.
Oh no,
Right.
he's got hot under the collar. That's all he is. But he's a sweetheart. I can't decide on this guy's fucking accent. He's a sweetheart, and Don't worry about him. I'll calm him down. But please, how are you? How are you all? My name is Jeremiah. I'm the pulling up my own. My name is Jeremiah Martello. I am the proprietor of the Millside Motel, and more specifically, the Millside Motel Liquor Lounge. If you're happening to stay with us, I do highly suggest you pop by for a drink. Our cabinet is well stocked. I make sure of it myself. Only the finest. Nothing like that piss you'll get at Strong Brews.
Well, I'll have to be the deciding factor on that. Do you have a room available?
Oh yes, I believe we do. I believe we have well, all of our rooms actually are available at the moment. Business is a bit slow in recent weeks. Not a lot of travelers coming through and staying
Is it
very
because
long.
you've been killing all of your patrons?
No.
Are there any rooms that haven't had a murder take place in them?
Or a
All
window thrown through the window? Or a chair thrown through the window? It would be very interesting to
How
get
do
a
you
window
throw
thrown
a
through a
window through a window?
Also,
Very
is there anywhere you
carefully.
want us to put this? Silla's like holding the chair, and Belle's got one hand on one foot.
Just down wherever, just down in front of the window.
Right,
He'll
okay.
fix it.
I'm going to ask
the
a
chair is
normal question.
busted. The chair is busted up.
Bell's like
and you
holding like the
see-
broken
you
leg,
see
like
in the
Jack.
corner. You see, he gestures over to the corner of the room, and you see in the corner a pile of what looked to be furniture, like legs and stools, and just looks to be like chairs, just chair remains. Just,
Jeremiah,
toss it on the pile. He'll fix it later. That's his punishment for breaking things. He has to fix it all.
Seems to be a little behind on his punishment.
He always is.
Doesn't seem
He's
like
always
a
adding more to it.
sustainable
He's always adding
cycle.
more to it.
Is there?
He's a great carpenter,
Oh, that's good to know.
and he's getting better now with more practice.
So anyway, rooms.
Right,
Without
rooms.
previous murders.
Rooms with no murders.
Specifically.
We have not had a murder in any of our rooms. I would say, let me see. Well, how many rooms would you like? Would you like a room for each of you?
With the murders, is that a good idea?
Probably not.
Um,
We should probably all stay in the same place.
Yeah.
So one room.
Yeah.
How big are the
All
rooms?
right, that sounds
We
good.
like to
That-
cuddle. Don't ask
That
questions.
sounds fantastic. Right. Would you like how many beds? Just we have a twin and a king.
Yes.
King.
King.
One of each. All three. Were there
You
three?
have
op-
a
there weren't
room
three
with
options.
twin beds or a room with a king bed.
I understand the question.
King it is. Right. So just for the one, and how long will you be staying? How many nights would you like to purchase for?
That's a good question.
That's a
Very
great
good
question.
Let's
4 days.
let's start off with that.
4 days. All right.
4 stays, I guess specifically. 4 evening, night time stay starting. tonight.
Right. Right. Well, 4 nights. We'll put that at we'll call it 25 gold per night. So we'll call that 100 gold.
I've got it. Here you
In
go.
what universe?
Straight face.
No,
Straight
still like
face.
smacks Yvain's head.
Is there a
Did you
discounted
listen
rate?
to what he said?
I kind of give you. I just kind of lean over. I'm like, we don't have anybody fucking coming in here. We're probably the only incomes they've seen in months. Just let them have the gold.
Is there a small discount if we can fix all of your chairs?
I mean, my husband will do it anyway, so
But you have to pay for materials with that.
not
You
really.
could have them all fixed today.
How could you fix them all today?
I couldn't. She
Magic,
could.
obviously.
Prove it.
Just go and fix a chair.
I'll knock 20 gold off. 80.
I would just like to say that I know Yvain's going to pay this, and I'm really angry about it. But I just want you to know that I'm not the fucking idiot.
80. I'll knock 20 gold off 80. Call it 80.
I've got it. I'll give him 80
Scylla's
gold.
like angrily putting back
Angry
together chair
mending,
pieces.
angry mending.
Right, well, here are your keys and a complimentary drink pass for each of you.
Thank you.
Anything off the bottom shelf only.
I don't like this man. I don't even drink, and I feel insulted by that.
He's a businessman
With no business.
with no business.
This is why no one's staying at their hotel, sir.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's the murder, so you should probably not bring that up.
You've got a service for the horses.
Oh, yes, of course. We can have them tied up, fed, and stabled as well for an extra fee, of course.
How much?
10 gold.
I hate this man.
5.
7.
I
Done.
fix more chairs. You stop haggling us.
Okay, fine. 5 gold.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna say 20. And just bring us back to the price.
Yep.
Like, God damn
Just
it.
Thank
20 gold.
you.
You know, for someone that just gave away, how much fucking gold did I give away in the last town? The fact that this
Yeah,
man
seriously.
could easily have gotten money from Scylla just by being nice, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be a piece of shit."
Piece
Now
of
she's
shit,
mad
he's
at
trying
him.
to run a business.
That's how you main sees it. She's like, this
By
guy hasn't had
charging us
business
like
in months.
25 times the price.
This man
He's
doesn't know how
jacking
to,
up prices, man. He doesn't have exports.
this man
Scylla
doesn't
does
know how
not
fixing
appreciate
chairs works either.
inflation.
Don't appreciate inflation. All right. Well, you guys get your room key, and here is where I'd say we're going to take a 5-minute bio break. So go pee,
go,
get
go.
water, get some snacks, do your things, and we'll be back here at the 45 mark.
Tight, tight.
Lucky.
Pausing the recording.
Okay. Well,
Yes, it is. Anyway, so you guys have secured yourself in your rooms, or your room. Your things are,
to rule them all.
set down in the sense that you want to set your things down. Like I said, it's about like 7:30 at this point in the evening. What do you guys like to do?
So we should probably find some information of some kind, right? Like just start. Let me back up. Have either of you ever investigated a murder before? Or a string
Oh.
of murders?
Don't
I
think
mean,
so.
I've played detective before as a child.
Great. Guess what? Scylla, you're in charge because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either. What's the first step, team leader?
I mean, as kids, we would look for clues at the crime scene. It was usually like, oh no, her sock. It was left on the ground. It must have been the murderer's sock. We were like 8. I don't.
So we're looking for socks specifically.
You know, the best place to get information is usually a bar.
Yeah, but see.
But see, there's no one staying in this hotel, so I don't think there'd be anyone in the bar. Yes.
Not here. Across the street.
Oh, that's
You just
fair.
want the free drink.
I mean, yeah, but also talk to people. Listen.
Real question. Do you think that Jeremiah's gonna like shit in our pillowcases or something like that if he sees us walk across the street?
It's none
If
of his
he
fucking
does.
business what we're doing, but
I would be very mad.
we paid him a lot of money.
Yeah, like a lot of money.
Like a lot
I
of
know.
money.
Listen.
All right.
We do not need to save this town's local economy. We are here to solve murders, which will then, in fact, go in a circle and solve their local economy.
It's a
It's
personal
like it's
principle of mine to share the wealth when you can.
I agree, but I need the you know what?
It's like you and I just switched, after the whole being murdered in the street thing, like, yeah, total opposites now.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think I'm in like the 7 stages of denial, and now I'm in the angry one, and I want to hurt something.
Or
How about
Like
you
a
hurt the
chair.
murderer? How about the murderer instead?
yes,
I'll take that.
Okay.
we could go see the sheriff and then go get a drink and ask questions.
Sheriff is a friend of Wendy's. Maybe she'll just like rock up and we just talk to her
Yeah.
there.
Maybe.
So we
What
have to
level
walk
of
across the
friends
street.
did we get from that? I got weird vibes when she talked about that. I'm just saying.
That's fair. She was like, "Oh, the sheriff is gonna be breathing down my neck." So
What she said was, if she tried to kidnap her brothers, Sheriff Jamie would probably come after her, as she is a stickler for the rules.
listen, I stand.
That's
strong on
what
the
that's
point
what
that
I got
made.
weird vibes from. It was that sentence. It was the end of the sentence.
All right, well, let's start across the street and then we'll go from there, I guess. The sheriff
We
station
could, like-
can't possibly be closer than literally right across the street, unless
I
it's
mean,
the
For
next.
the-
it's like
for
the
the-
town
for-
is
okay,
like this
for-
big.
Yeah, for reference, it's not right across the street. It's like at the other end of town, down
God,
the
that's so far
down the
away.
road.
so
So
far
like
away.
It's like
4
one-
houses down.
There's one main thoroughfare and then a bunch of snaking off little side roads and alleys that are packed and crammed with apartments, kind of like all like top and tilted, leaning all over each other. It's very like the stacks from
Hmm.
Ready Player One kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but like not quite as tall.
That's probably good. That's unsafe.
Gonna blow
Yeah.
'em up.
But yeah, so
Boy, was
it's
that
like
nice.
it's basically like the Millside Motel's on one side of the town, and then the Strong Brews is on the other side, and they are very kind of like polar opposites of
We
each
are
other.
just
Like,
walking across town. Nothing is happening. No one needs to see us.
Oh, we're act casual. Got it.
okay, so you
You're
guys
so
heading
casual, Bill.
heading
You're
to
so
Strong
casual.
Brews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alrighty. Well, let me get these guys off the screen. All right. So, as you approach the Strong Brews Tavern, you enter through the front doorway, and you see a bustling bar. I use that word too much, bustling. You see a very busy
Good word.
bar.
Good.
Yeah, it is.
Better than
It's
very busy. My God.
God damn it. You see a bustling bar.
It's
Uh,
Muslim.
There is a one long bar at the end of the room. There are about maybe 7 tables total in the entire building, with a small open floor in the middle for what looks to be like just a communal area, dancing, whatever happens to be on the card for the night. And most of the tables are pretty full. The bar has a couple of people at it. You see you see Wendy behind the bar, just like looks like she's wiping down stuff and very busy trying to grab drinks and everything. And you see strolling in and out between the tables, you see what you can only assume is Wendy's mother. You see this dwarven woman with minus the eye patch. I'm just gonna say minus the eye patch, and instead of what she's currently wearing, a long flowing purple satin dress. She has got a long flowing jet black beard, a mustache that also flows very beautifully into it, and as well as hair that matches as well, all beautiful, long, curly, flowing. But the thing you notice most are her eyebrows. She has huge, bushy, long eyebrows that go down and out and are curled and twirled, almost like somebody will do that, like some men will do their mustaches. Yeah, they are curled and twirled out. And now you kind of maybe understand why Wendy has completely shaven her face.
Yep, that makes sense.
That's the
Yes,
ultimate act of rebellion.
You see this woman, buxom and dwarvish, just strolling through the crowd and just coming to one table and spilling a few words here and then coming over here and batting someone on the shoulder here. She's just schmoozing at this point. But that is the room. You have an environment you have entered. You can smell the strong smell of ale and beer and wine and spirits. And there's a fire going in the corner with what looks to be some sort of roast going over it as well, and a pot of vegetables, what looks to be like a stew of some kind. It smells
Do we
delicious.
get these people aren't from here look?
This
when we walk
looks like a
in?
very local place. Oh, do you get that look?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, does the
get a
jukebox stop?
You,
Like-
the jukebox doesn't stop, and nobody is like, you don't get the whole like looking at you, but a couple of people like kind of take notice and go, new people, kind of like turn their shoulders a little bit and like angle themselves away.
Is there anybody that looks like they're specifically trying not to look at us?
Make a perception check. As you do that, the dwarven woman, Wendy's mother, seems to have noticed you all walk in and also noticed that you are not familiar to her. She, in a very grandiose manner, pushes through some tables all the way to you and says, "Well, it is so nice to see some fresh faces around here. Greetings to you, my weary travelers. My name is Nodabella Strongbrow, the owner, proprietor, and creator of Strongbrows Strong Brews. I am sure you are quite familiar with the company name. But welcome to my humble establishment. Please come. You must get the drinks." And she doesn't even wait for a response from you. She like shepherds you in. She swoops up behind you and shepherds you in and pushes you. And she gestures to a couple of farmers, and she says, "Oh, you two, go, sit at the bar, sit at the bar. We have new guests here that must have a fresh table." And she sits you all down and says, "Well, what would you all like to drink? We have everything you might need, from ale to spirits to wine to beer to anything you might have that is alcoholic."
Whatever we had with Wendy on the road yesterday.
Oh yes.
You know my daughter,
Yeah,
You know
we met on
Wangliel?
the road.
Wangliel, and she shouts out. She
full
she
name.
calls out, and you see Wendy over at the bar just cringe, and she says, "Yes, Mom," and Nodabella calls back, "Are these your friends? You did not mention you met anybody." And she says, "Yes, Mom, I did. I told you they helped me fix my cart, and I gave them the case of the keg of the strong brew." "Ah, these are the people you gave my strong brew to. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. That is my finest brew that I created. It is my signature blend. It is quite expensive in most places, so count yourselves lucky that you got it for a pretty penny."
Scylla's doing the scary, no blinking eye contact with just the side, just completely unamused by this woman.
Blinks freely and just kind of like keeps the smile up.
It
So-
was very tasty. You're quite talented.
Oh, thank you very much. Everything that we use is grown here, brewed here, right in our very home storage. And it is the family business, and Wangliel will one day take my place. She's going to be the best brewer in the world. In all of Alexandria. I can know this for sure. She has so much talent.
Is
Better
that
than
what she
you.
wants to do?
Of course. She is an incredible brewer. She keeps badgering me about opening up her own bar.
I think that's
And
a
have you
wonderful
agreed?
idea.
Yes, it is. She said she was so talented. It's going to be so good.
Of course, but she still needs to learn. She has not learned everything that the experts have to teach her. The experts, of course, being me.
Isn't that part of life, learning from your mistakes?
Well, yes, but she must learn here, where I can watch and help her fix them. But
I feel
anyway,
like
what
that's
would
a
you like
part
to all
of
to
life.
drink? Please.
As Scylla is like laying into this woman, Belle is just like slowly taking out gold coins and beginning to make a little tower on the edge of the table to like keep her attention
Yeah, she's like
in a
yeah,
general positive
her
fashion towards our table.
that is definitely helping. Her attention just keeps going back to that and just like, okay, it's getting bigger. Okay, it's getting bigger. Okay.
Scylla has just
Eight,
stopped listening to her and is looking around the room.
9.
Okay.
Like she's fully stopped. She's fully checked out of the conversation.
Do you
Um,
have any like a really sweet wine, like a
Oh.
dessert wine?
Absolutely, absolutely. How many glasses would you like, or would you just like the bottle?
A bottle, please.
Oh, all right. 3 glasses? 3 glasses
No.
it is. And she heads
2
off to the
glasses.
bar.
I'll drink it. Don't worry.
we'll
And
stack them on top of each other. It's fine.
she heads off to the bar to get her stuff and leaves you to your table for a moment. Comes back and plunks 3 glasses in front of you and this is a bottle of a very sweet champagne. It is a delicious dessert wine. I prepare it here myself. And if there's anything else you would like, please do not hesitate to let Wengliel know. She shall help you with anything you require. And of course, if you need anything special, I am here as well. Please, my friends, have a wonderful evening. And thank you for drinking at Strong Brews. She kind of swoops off.
Well, no taste. Don't check the bottle. Okay. Anyway.
How is it?
It's very sweet, like you asked, very fruity. It's okay. For all of her bluster and all of her, ness,
Ness.
she makes some good shit. And you see
I
that
got a
nothing that she does
24
not-
on my perception, by the way, Mac.
Oh, thank you. You were looking for somebody who was specifically not trying not to look at you guys?
Mhm.
Nobody really looking like super sus here. There is a group of men sitting in a sort of like a back corner that seem to that did not actually seem to have noticed you come in at all. And are kind of having a hushed conversation just back and forth about about something you can't really make out, but
Okay.
they're in a sort of reclusive corner of the bar, for if that could be said.
She's just clucking everything she can.
But yeah, no one keeping an odd eye or trying not to look or whatever it may be.
Sus. It was red.
All right. What would you guys? Okay, so you have your drinks. You're at the bar. What would you guys like to do?
So we're here.
Hmm.
You said we should talk to people probably.
Yeah.
So do we just
Uh,
like approach random tables, or should we go like ask Wendy and be like, hey, who should we talk to?
Yeah,
Who's a
yeah.
good
That's what I
person?"
was thinking. Let's just go talk
Okay.
to Wendy.
That makes sense. Do we she kicked those farmers out of the table? Do we like give them the table back or what?
If they want it back. I mean, you snooze, you lose.
Actually, Scylla, are you gonna stay here or do you want to walk around too?
I'm not good at talking to people. I'll stay here. I
Okay,
can stay here.
sounds good.
I'll be the home base.
Home base. Got it.
Okay.
Great. Sounds good. I guess Yvain and I go up to the bar. then,
Yeah.
flag down
Oh,
Wendy.
Wendy.
Hello. So you met Mom?
Yeah, she's
She's-
I'm sorry.
a character.
She's great.
Oh, you are very kind.
Right.
Can I get you guys anything? Do you need anything?
Oh no, I'm good. Hold
Just
up the
some
whole
names.
bottle.
Oh, she gave you an expensive one.
That's okay.
That one's on me. That's the one on me. Trust me. That's the. Oof. Anyway. So. How's
Names.
it going? What's what's going on?
Well, you're technically stop number 1 on the list here. And we're, as you know, we're here to take a look into some of the goings on with the whole murder problem we've had. So we'll keep an eye out, keep an ear out. We need you to let us know if there's anybody in particular we need to talk to while we're in here.
Oh, in here? I mean,
listen, people like to drink. Most people. Vague head nod over towards Scylla.
Right.
And so people kind of congregate in these sort of spaces.
Does Scylla not drink?
Not a lot.
Right. Okay. I'll have something non-alcoholic sent over.
Does the sheriff ever come by here?
Here? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
She
I was
doesn't.
hoping to catch her.
She doesn't drink, and I don't think I've ever seen Jamie drink.
Does the deputy ever come by here?
They are a bit young to be in here.
Interesting.
Oh.
They're not quite. Well, I don't even know how old he is, but he acts like a teenager. But they act like a teenager. I don't even
Fair
know.
enough.
That would be what was the name? Oh, God damn it! I gotta get the names better.
I took a fucking shot in the dark that there was going to be a deputy. So, considering this
If you
woman
can
made
call
this
them,
position for
if you
herself,
could call them if you could call them a deputy, Germain is they are a friend of Jamie who helps and kind of just hangs around Jamie when she's doing her thing.
Gotcha. Great. Well, is there anybody in here that you can think of that might be worth checking in with?
Most of these people are just farm workers, just here for a drink after work. I mean, maybe some of them worked with. Sorry, I'm getting the name of. Maybe some of them worked with. Jesus Christ, I can't even. Oh, worked with Mr. Figs. He maybe he was the farmhand who was killed. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they know something. I that's all I could really think. I mean, we all saw the doctor about something. She was the town doctor, so
fair enough. Her practice was where exactly?
Oh, down in, and she kind of describes a place in the western-ish part of town, down like in an alleyway. It's one of the many alleyway buildings. She gives you some very complicated directions.
Sure. Okay. Yvain, any ask-abouts?
Was the doctor the last person to,
She was the most recent, yes.
Okay. Maybe we'll start there.
Yeah, but we're going to sit and enjoy this bottle of delicious wine for a minute here. And
Right.
Whenever you get something mocked up for Scylla, bring it on over. Stretch your legs a little bit.
Right, got you. Thank you. Of course, I'll have it right over.
Great, sounds good.
Okay, so you guys, she heads off to go make Scylla drink. Scylla, you get a very sweet non-alcoholic drink.
As soon as she walks away from us, I reach in, drop 2 gold on like the far side of the counter before we head back towards the table.
Okay, copy that. So yeah, after a while, Scylla, you basically get
Tell me it's apple juice.
I was gonna say the fantasy version of a Shirley Temple, but
that's even better.
All right.
Thank you.
I your friend said you don't really like alcohol, and my mother would never give you anything else.
Yes, it doesn't charge as much, you know. So
Yeah, I understand. I don't like it too much either.
no, it's more about the losing control of oneself than it is about the taste.
Why would you ever want to not remember things? That is what I
Great
don't understand.
question.
That is what I don't understand. I want to know everything that I've done and everything that's happened to me.
Exactly. It feels like, you know, like a waste of time. You know,
Exactly.
it just and also it's so expensive. I don't,
And it
you know.
does not taste good most of the time.
No, it's gross. I don't like it. You know, one time when I was a kid, there was like a pint of ale, like on the windowsill,
Ugh.
and I went and I stuck my finger in it, and I licked my finger. I was like 4, and I was like, wow, that was fucking disgusting, and I just never wanted to do it again.
My mother, I've been tasting and drinking since she could legally let me, and it's been just it's
So
terrible.
then, why do you want to open a tavern?
Because I'm good at it and it's fun. It's fun getting to know people and learning stories. I get to meet people like you. I get to create things. I love to brew. I do love to brew. It's so interesting to create different kind of concoctions that can maybe I can make some alcohol that tastes actually, digestible, that won't fucking kill you maybe. You know?
Have you ever considered alchemy?
What
Make
is alchemy?
potions instead?
What is alchemy?
You know, when you make potions or
No. No,
stuff like that to help other people. You make a
I
hell of a lot more money than fucking drinks.
that is interesting.
It's
Still
something to think
technically
about.
drinking.
It is, and it would kind of piss off your mom, which would be kind of fun.
It's at that point that you hear Nodabella say, Wangliel! And Wendy goes,
That's
shit.
a really. Did she want you to get bullied? Like, did she like when she named you
I
that?
don't know. And she kind of just mopes off.
That's a true story, by the way.
I
That's
assumed.
about sticking my finger.
I assumed.
I did that when I was 4.
That's how I learned I don't like cigars.
How old were you?
6.
Oh god.
You're like,
I was
never
like,
again.
oh, I
I'll
was like,
just,
oh, what's this? I just put it in my mouth. I didn't even light it. I just
you're
put it
like-
in my mouth. I was like, huh.
I don't like that.
No,
I don't like
never
it.
again.
I don't like it. Okay. So, while that's all happening, Yvain and Belbin, what are you two up to?
This is a fantastic buzz.
It's
I'm very comfortable.
so great. Love it. I don't know why I've had the exact same amount from you as out of this bottle. We're supposed to do detectives tonight, right?
I was gonna say.
I
This
mean,
is so unprofessional.
We only ever claim to be professional wagon repair peoples. Not
Whitmore is back at the house, just going like, "Oh God, guys!"
we can
They
all
have-
start in the morning, you know.
No, we should. I feel great. We should definitely be doing things tonight. I have.
Hammered.
Do you
I
want to?
have.
Do you want to break into the doctor's house and take a look around?
Yes. Yes, I do. Scylla! This is really good.
You've been gone for 5 minutes.
It's
How
more
are
like
you like
8,
this? You're so
8,
small.
8. That's how I'm like this. I'm so small.
Were you drinking like Yvain sized glasses?
No,
You
I was
know, to be-
drinking
to be
me-sized
fair-
glasses. That was the problem.
To be fair, I blinked and it was gone.
I leave you two alone for 5 seconds.
That was like 8 minutes.
8 minutes is 5 seconds.
That's what you think. There's a lot that can happen in 8 minutes.
So look, we should go to the doctor's house.
We
And
should
take a
go
look
to the
around.
Doctor's house. Or what if we broke into the sheriff's station?
No, I'm not that drunk.
I
I think it's
I
a good
don't
idea.
know.
I'll foot race you there.
No more foot racing.
Not today.
No, you ate too much dirt. You need to wait at least 24 hours.
She cheated, that's why.
You cheated.
I didn't cheat it. There were no rules set out. But she cheated still.
I don't know if I want to do any espionage with
What
the
is
two of you like this.
what is the physical positioning of you guys right now? Are you sitting, standing? Like where? Like I need to know your physical positioning right now, real quick.
I have come up to the edge of the table, and because of how I am, I'm the size of like a large dog, really. And so like my chin is on the table, and I'm looking at Scylla.
Yeah, I'm imagining Scylla's still sitting.
Yvain is seated comfortably, just like sat back.
Okay.
like fingers on the edge. Guys, I think we should go do the thing.
Okay. It is at this point that and I'm sorry. I know Wendy said twins. I misremembered. It was triplets.
Amazing. Even better.
It's at that point that a blur about the size of Belbin slams into you, Belbin, and tackles you to the floor.
Fuck.
And you see on top of you a small dwarven boy about age 10 with a shaved head, or with a not shaved head, with a curly head of hair, and he has a barrel stave poised above your head, going, "Ah,
Is your name Jermaine?
you're not Westook."
You're not Jermaine.
And that's when another blur comes and tackles him off of you. And you see another identical little dwarf boy rolling him off as they like knock into a table.
Guys, do I need fresh air, or are there two of them?
There's
Plot twist: the
as
murderer is children.
As you say
That
that,
checks out.
another small dwarf leaps up onto the table. It's a third one, only this one has a shaved head. He shouts in a very, childish dwarven voice, "Strong, bro!" and leaps off the table onto his brothers, and just in a flying 5-star leap. Yvain, that looks very familiar to you. As he just kind of tackles his brothers, and they go like rolling off through the rest of the bar. You see Wendy kind of rolling her eyes and trying to run after them.
Okay, now there's three of them.
There
I need to
are
go
some-
outside?
no, there are three of them. You're good.
Okay.
No, guys,
I
there's
might need to go
4.
outside.
Can you not see the 4th one?
What?
Are you guys okay?
Oh shit! I need to get off the ground. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta roll insight.
Deception right now.
That's a 9.
19.
Ah, there's another one. You don't see him, and he's
What?
he's coming somewhere.
A little bugger must have been fast. I didn't know.
No, he's literally right. He's right over there.
I count 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, like, I'm not
5.
that drunk.
I don't know. Like, he's
I'm at
literally sitting
7.
right
Hang
over
on.
there.
Wait, they keep moving. Is that okay?
What's your final count, Bill?
Somewhere between 6 and 9.
Nice.
I lost track somewhere in there.
Do you need to lie down?
I was, and the world started going crazy, and then 3 identical gremlins appeared, and now I'm not.
You remember back in
horizontal.
Drinna when you were like, I can restore you? You might want to do that for him.
I don't know if I have that spell right now. I think because it was so useless and I took it off my spells. I did.
I think I just need to go outside. I need outside.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's go break into the doctor's office. Let's go to the doctor's office.
If that is how we meet the sheriff, that would be so funny. Okay, let's go.
You know what? I want to break something. So let's
I'm gonna
I'm
stand up
choosing
and start
chaos.
walking. Just
We don't even know what the doctor's house is.
nope. When he told me where it is, it's that way.
I'm gonna go talk to Wendy and
Okay.
ask her.
Okay. I was gonna ask for like an intelligence save at disadvantage. Okay, yeah. She lets you know where the doctor's office is.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next time you see Belvin Yevin, will you tell them that you have 4 brothers? Please.
I will. I will absolutely
Thank you.
do that. I don't know why, but I think it'll be funny.
It will. Don't
Okay.
trust me.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys are heading to
The doctor's
the
office.
doctor's office for some drunk
Doctor's
B&E.
Hey, don't knock until you try
All right. So, okay, hold on. Let me pull this up.
it. Matt goes, fuck me.
Okay. So, the doctor's office is currently unoccupied while the town does not have a doctor and you don't know what else is going on there. You reach the front door and there is a large padlock locking up the front door with a with a Flatborough of town symbol emblazoned very brightly on it. And it's again, it's part of like a sort of like leaning apartment complex. It looks like it almost looks like a bunch of like just houses stacked on top of each other, and they're kind of like almost haphazard in certain senses. Like some of them are off kilter just a little bit. That gives it all a sort of leaning and claustrophobic kind of feel. But yeah, you are down an alley currently, just at the front of the store, and it's about, I'd say at this time, maybe 8:45 in the evening.
Dead of night. We made it. Also, on the way here, Bell is doing his best, absolute best rogue impression. Just like
Give me a stealth check
diving behind things
at disadvantage.
Yeah, absolutely. 5. No, 9.
9.
I
Okay.
went the wrong direction with my math.
Yeah, not very stealthy, my friend. I mean, Yvain, Scylla,
stealthy.
you guys are just walking down the road, and Belvin is like, "Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-da-da."
Yep.
Just full on Kronk in Emperor's New Groove.
Yep. Emulating whatever story he's read about great rogues that can be.
He's 10-year-old Maddie walking out of a James Bond movie.
Yep. Just fucking. It's the cold open with the parkour from The Office every once in a while too. Just like
shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll. Baseball slide, shoulder roll.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So yeah,
there's
a large padlock on the front door, and the buildings are smashed together. So like getting around to the back does not seem like an easy task.
Can either of you pick locks?
I can pick them out. There's a lock. But Scylla, you're magic. How do we open this?
Depends
I do it?
on. I don't think so.
Are you sure? I have this thing now.
If
that
you're-
lets me do things.
What is your thing that lets you do things?
The compass. You told me it could let me do magic.
Oh yes. It can let you do magic, but specific magic to who you are as a person, and who you are as a person does not seem to be lock specific.
That's very insightful.
DM, does this look like something Yvain might be able to break?
Yvain, you have found that with enough determination, you can probably break anything.
Let's tag team it. Do we want to be very obvious about this? Because it's not going to be
No,
repairable.
that's
probably.
why I asked if either of you could pick locks.
Can we open that window right there?
Is there a window?
There is a single window in the front of it, but it is shuttered at the moment. You could see if it's locked.
I thought Mac was going to say Bella's pointing at a window on a different house.
I mean, he is, but there is a window.
Yeah, I'll check the
That's
shutter.
fair.
Okay, locked. And it looks to be sealed in some way from the bottom.
Hmm.
We can. Oh, that would be very chaotic.
No, what?
Does anyone want to be a misty cloud?
Oh, I can Misty
Oh
Step. That's
my
right.
God.
Don't you need to see where you're going?
Melvin, please tell me you do it. Oh no, what happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I will. Hold on. Let me see something real quick.
I was really hoping, like, oh yeah, poof.
I got to roll
Like,
a thing real quick.
Have any of you ever watched Dragon Ball Z
Not a fucking
Abridged on
chance.
YouTube?
Not a chance.
Yes.
Goku with. Did he just remember he can do that?
So it is true that I have to be able to see where I'm going. However, I rolled a 3 on this d20 that I rolled in front of me, which means that I have not come to understand that piece of this puzzle. So yes, I will attempt to just Misty Step inside and presumably go face first into the wall.
So here's what happens. You look, you're just like, yeah, that is exactly what happens. You poof from the ground and like 5 feet in front of you into the wall, just and like bounce off of it and flat on your ass on the ground.
So I think you're right. I think I have to see where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I could see the wall.
See, the issue with one of us getting inside, though, is that doesn't solve the problem of having a giant fucking padlock on the door. I can get one of you inside. I can't.
Because we can't open the padlock from the inside. That makes sense. You're right.
Exactly.
It is at this point that a lantern light shines on all of you, and it looks like it's from like a guided lantern.
Hello.
State your name and business. Who are you?
Melvin Elderberry, professional cart repairman.
Sorry. I'm Yvain. Stoneflower. We were hired to investigate a murder.
Also repairs carts.
Uh-huh. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm not good at that.
I am providing us with
Oh,
the
that's not
defensible
that
story that we
bad.
have.
17.
With disadvantage?
Oh, wait, my bad. Whoops. 10.
There it is.
Look, sir, I am very sorry. My friends got drunk and they were walking down the street and they've been making up fucking stories all night. It's driving me absolutely fucking insane.
No,
I am just trying to get them back to. You definitely repaired the car, Belbin. Yes, you are very good. I am just trying to get them back to the motel, but they keep fucking walking away. And then they saw a door and they were like, wow, that must be our door. I've been trying to convince them it's not their door for like 5 minutes now. It's
Deception check.
But it is our door.
Deception check.
This is the door we're supposed to be at.
This is the hotel.
Okay, with advantage, because
Deception is +2, so it's a 15.
the figure brings down the lantern a little bit, and you can see in front of you, while I get rid of Nautabella, a young woman who
It's gonna be the
looks
fucking sheriff.
It is, for sure. Yeah.
she does. This is the weirdest picture ever, but it's the only one that looks even relatively like what she does, what I had in mind.
Incredible. Incredible.
Howdy,
So-
darling.
That
Hey there.
you see standing in front of you a blonde young woman dressed in sort of half plate almost. It seems like she has specific parts of her that have plate armor, and the others are all leathers that she's free to move. She has a crossbow in one, a hand crossbow in one hand, aimed at you guys, finger firmly in the safety position, and she kind of like puts it down. Well, first of all, it's Miss or Sheriff Wainthrope if you want to be proper.
Sheriff Wayne.
I'm sorry,
Belbin,
I
Elder,
Now,
and
listen
Elder.
here.
I don't know you, so how would
Now-
I know that?
Well, now you know. Now listen, we've had some odd happenings come along in this town recently, and you would be understanding why I would not exactly be trusting of 3 strangers walking into my town and poking around my crime scene and telling lies about it.
I'm not lying,
And
we're-
smelling of the drink too.
Did not
No,
lie. We are
we have
professional
had-
cart repair people.
Okay, he is actually very drunk. I'm buzzed, but we really were hired to come here.
And we really did fix a cart earlier. I don't know why you guys are not using this. Part
Yes,
of the
Belle,
story.
yes, I know.
You
Uh-huh,
did so good.
uh-huh.
Actually, you had no part of it. I fixed the
Mhm,
cart.
I'm
I
sure you
found the
did.
piece that was. Bella's presenting the only defensible story we have.
I'm sure you were sent here. Listen, we're all going to take a walk down to my office, and we're just going to talk this all out nice and quiet like, all right?
Fantastic. We were actually supposed to come meet you anyway, so.
I'm sure you were. All right, come on, folks, let's go. And she kind of like moves the, gestures with the crossbow. Are you guys going on?
Why, why make trouble?
Belbin enters stealth mode again on the way there.
Hey, stop rolling around. Stop. Get back.
I
Stop
pick up Belle and put him on my shoulders.
Now, hey.
It's this or he rolls around the street.
Fine. You're lucky I ain't shackling you.
Damn, she was right. She is no fun. By the gods.
Now she walks you guys over, and you see a tiny building that looks like it was squeezed into the space between 2 others. There's a sign above the door with black letters painted on that says Sheriff. It's just off of the main thoroughfare. But she says, all right, stand aside, and she looks to open, and she goes to open the door and has to like kind of lift it up in a certain way and yank it open because it seems to be like stuck in some way. And she's like, all right, everybody in.
You should probably get that door rehung.
Yeah, shut up.
We got a duck, Belle. Hang on.
Duck. Oh, fuck.
Scylla's been trailing behind, just like.
Oh no, she's behind all of you. She's
Oh, I
behind
know.
all-
Scylla's been watching Yvain and Belbin, just like.
Boru.
So you see a cramped office room with a lantern burning on the desk. The desk is a mess. It is covered in sheets of paper, in letters, in writing utensils, and a couple of crossbow bolts are just lying around. There is a single cell with bars, look fresh, and and she opens the door to the cell, and the hinges don't even squeak. They are well oiled. She says, all right, everybody in so we can have a conversation.
I don't think we need to have a conversation from a cell.
For my own safety, I am outnumbered 3-1, and while I am confident that I could take you on, I would like to have a bit of an advantage.
Sorry, I'm not going into a cell.
Well, it's either that or you get an arrow to the shoulder.
Hold on.
Who do you?
Did we
I
have
am
like
I am the law
Are
in
you
this
are you
town.
accusing us of something? Are you
were
arresting
poking
us for
around a
something?
Yes, I am poking around
We
a
were
crime scene.
standing outside the building.
Poking around a crime scene, lying to an officer of the law.
We're not lying.
You
Do
did
we-
not say who you were before we talked to you, so I'm not getting into a cell if I'm not being arrested for something.
Do we have like the thing, like the little contract thing that we were?
you did not sign any contract. It was a verbal
Well,
one.
like okay.
You
Wait.
were given a letter from Whitmore's boss to the sheriff that you were told to contact when you reached town.
We're already making really good friends with her.
Wait, what's she selling? I'm a little confused.
I pull out the letter.
What's this?
It should clear some things up. It's from our employer.
Get in the cell and I'll take the letter.
I am not getting in the cell.
Just for a little bit of good faith.
I'll get in the
I can
cell.
go wait outside. I'm not getting into a cell.
Oh, I ain't letting you get a chance to run off. I understand you must
well,
be a very
then we're
proud
staying
young
in the same room.
I'll get in
She
the cell.
glares at Scylla.
Scylla does the fucking no blinking side eye.
Tap, tap, tap. Yvain, I'll go in the cell.
She
Belvin did not go in the cell.
tears the letter open and starts to read. Oh, for the love of... My sincerest apologies. There does appear to have been a miscommunication here.
Interesting.
You must... I must beg for your forgiveness. I am the only law in this town, and currently this town has felt a lot more lawless lately. So I have been a bit stricter as far as enforcement. I apologize for my demeanor, and I hope I did not make too negative of a first impression, and I'd appreciate it if we could attempt to start over. Hi, I'm Jamie Wainthrop. I'm the sheriff in this here town, and I could probably greatly use your help.
I mean, to be fair, we were kind of drunkenly, investigating.
That's beggars can't be choosers here. I should not be. I'm in trouble deep, and I could use all the help I can get.
We know.
Belvin Elderby, professional cart repairman.
Pleasure to meet the. Does he need some water?
Yes.
Right. She goes and gets like a jug and a glass.
That's why my mouth feels like that.
Hands you a glass of water. Right. Well, Belbin, and you are
I'm Yvain,
Oh,
and this is Scylla.
Yvain and Scylla. Well, I'm happy to have some help. Do you have much experience in these matters?
We're very good at everything we do. This water is delicious.
We have been on we have had need to investigate some very precarious situations before.
Right. Well, this one is a bit of a stumper to me. I took my Crown's Guard test, my Town's Guard tests back a couple of years back to try when I was trying to get a Town's Guard presence here from the council, but they said that it's too small a town to necessitate anything besides the local checkups that it gets whenever they, come to pick up produce. But I said that we need round the clock protection. This is one of the most important export, sources of export in Taldore. I just thought at least let's get a bit of law, a bit of protection, a bit of order around here. Because before it was just everyone trusted everyone else, and that worked fine until it's not gonna anymore. And look what's happening now. So I took my Crown's Guard test, but that's all. That's all we got. It's just me. So I'm a bit in over my head because mostly I just deal with, property disputes and the occasional rowdy, drunken man at not a Bella's, but maybe the occasional home call for a domestic. But it's nothing real serious. Nothing we can't talk out. Not Murder.
Well, in your professional opinion, do you have any leads? Anybody that you think needs to be looked at closely?
In my professional opinion, two of these individuals were. One of these individuals was definitely an unsavory character. Other two, I shan't speak ill of the dead, of those I know, but one had their issues, and the other was she was the doctor of the town. And she took care of all of us. I couldn't imagine anyone who, well, it's difficult to find a solid motive for all three.
Have
For
you
any
found
one person to want all three of these people out of the picture just feels strange.
have you found the connected thread that makes all three of them viable targets?
Well, if I did, I would probably have motive by now and a suspect. But I have neither. So, no, I don't.
What we were hoping to do tonight was maybe get a little bit of a head start on investigating the crime scene.
Right. And, is he up for that at the moment in his current state?
The best.
I'll keep an eye on him.
It is pretty late now.
You want to start in the morning?
I think it's a good idea. Plus, like, potentially flammable things in a place like that, and we will need lanterns. It's dark out.
All right. I
Well,
was
Not trying to ruin your fun.
if you need a place to stay, as you know, investigators to town helping out, I could probably get you some comp rooms over at the millside.
It's okay. We're already charged exorbitantly by a terrible man, so
Oh,
gave
you're
it.
not. Oh, you're not talking about Jeremiah, are you?
I gave it to him. I figured he needed it.
Seemed very nice.
He's been hounding me about not letting people into town, and I'm telling him I'm not. It's not that I'm not letting people into town. I just have to let them know about what happened, and that an investigation is currently underway, and that the first victim was a visitor to the town.
So you didn't order the giant rock man to go sit in the road? That just happened.
Oh, you talking about Boulder Dash?
Yeah, that one. He was
Oh.
in the middle of the road and went,
No,
tap,
that
tap,
was
tap, go bye, and he went away.
Fact
Yeah,
check.
he was blocking the road.
We
Right.
went tap,
No,
tap,
that
tap, and he went,
wasn't
bye-bye.
wasn't by any of my work. Huh.
He just took a bad nap in a weird spot.
Well, I'll have Grandma Linda talk to him, and that'll sort him out.
Well,
Well,
I suppose we'll
we'll
start
in the morning.
tomorrow.
Start.
Do you want to meet back at the doctor's place?
Right. Sounds good. Meet there first thing after breakfast.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, again, I apologize for the way we got this off, but maybe next time don't go poking around crime scenes in the middle of the night.
Not the best idea we had. Honestly, I was just hoping maybe we'd catch something because it's night, but
Always find the
Honestly,
best things at
I
nighttime.
understand that. That makes about as much sense as anything else I've tried. So, right. Well, I'll get all my evidence together and I'll meet you there in the morning.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, once again, I'm very sorry, and I'll see you in the morning.
Come on, Belle.
Oh, goodbye.
Hey, Doc, this time.
Ducks?
Ducks.
Oh, I spilled most of my water.
don't try to put me in a cell again. Scylla walks out.
Scylla's gonna fucking murder Salvatore.
Plot twist: Scylla's the murderer. She's been murdering from
Scylla's-
afar.
Everyone in this
Uh-huh.
town is just rubbing Scylla the wrong way. Scylla's just
For
in a
real, though.
mood.
Scylla's not in a good mood.
Yeah, Scylla's. You got some
It's almost
rough
like
news.
something really bad was
Yeah,
told
you
to
got some
her a
rough
while
news
ago.
recently. All right. Well, you guys making your way back to back to the Millside Motel. It's about, I'd say, 9:30, almost 10 at this point.
Fall asleep on the way there, just on Yvain's back. At some point, you feel the weight shift from like upright to just like pulling backwards, as I have
all right.
like flattened out, and there's.
You know, I know he's drunk, but like it is impressive he can just fall asleep wherever he wants.
That's crazy. Are you okay? I know that wasn't comfortable. She was being kind of a bitch, but we have to work with her.
I know. The past few days I've been feeling kind of off. And then just one little thing just makes me, I don't know. Maybe it's from having a broken soul or some shit.
I don't think you have a broken soul. I think you've got a complicated past and a lot to figure out. Like the rest of us.
You know, it's odd. And we all ended up together with the same fucking problems.
Maybe it's meant to be or whatever.
Yes, it seems fate is funny like that.
Oh, all right.
As you approach the Millside Motel, you see the window that was broken earlier has already been repaired. And you guys head back to your room, dump Belle, and is there anything else you guys would like to get done before taking your nightly rest?
To the bed.
Okay.
Tied to the bed. I'm just imagining Belvin like curled up at the foot of the bed like a little
Yep,
dog.
just like a puppy, just
Yeah.
like in the corner. He either curls up into as small a package as possible, or he is taking up far too much space for his tiny body. Like those are his two modes. There is no like normal sleep. It is starfish or fetal position.
I don't
Bedtime?
think Scylla sleeps that much. I think she stares at the ceiling for a long time.
Have you done your thing tonight?
No, she didn't.
How are you
I
gonna
think
do
she's
it?
been lost in her head a lot. I think she forgot.
Does she here make a wisdom saving throw for me? See if she remembers.
Saving throw. That's not too bad. She remembers I got a natural 20.
Natural 20. You remember because you feel it start to build in your arms. It's been a while since you let it get this bad, and you can feel it needing to be released, and you feel like you might not have a ton of time before it is.
I feel like she might have let it get that bad to kind of punish herself for how she's been acting the past couple days. And then releases it on a chair because fuck chairs. Like just gets up and there's probably like a chair in the corner of the room.
Yeah, okay,
Just
yeah.
like
Yeah. For the first time in a long time, it hurts. You feel it in your chest, pulling at something deep inside of you, like a sort of stretching pulling elastic feeling of being just pulled and pulled and drained, like it's unraveling some sort of like fabric, almost like the fabric of your being is being like just ripped out of you. And as you kind of crumple in on yourself, both physically and mentally, falling to your knees, and emotionally you fall in to a darkness in your mind. You're falling through blackness. You're falling through storm and thunder and lightning. And you can see, and you can turn and look and see, sprouting from your shoulders are the skeletal wings. You fall and fall, and you see in the clouds a pair of shining, silvery blue eyes staring back at you. And they are overtaken by a lightning flash in both of them. And they're now burning, lightning blue orbs staring you deep. You are not the gift I once gave. Yvain, Scylla collapsed after this chair is now a collection of broken pieces of growing algae and decay. It's rotted from the inside. It's like black. There is ichor dripping from bits of it, and she is just collapsed in a heap on the floor.
So I woke up because she cried out.
Was this after everyone went to sleep? I didn't really
I
check the
assume
timing of that.
she held it as long as she could.
I would say you would hear her crumpling to the floor.
Shit! Untie the rope. Scylla. Hey. You do the thing. The thing
Scylla.
with the hand.
Scylla, you shake yourself out of this darkness, and you see Yvain sitting, kneeling over you.
Hey, you here? You with me?
Hmm.
Real bad tonight, huh?
Yeah. I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know. I've never had a vision after using that before. I guess I tried to hold it in for as long as I could. And you see Scylla is like actively avoiding eye contact with Yvain.
Scylla, your hands are also shaking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you notice the blackness has crept up another few centimeters.
Do I notice that?
Make a perception check.
13.
I'd say you're, holding her hands pretty much. So yeah, I would say.
Hey, oh. You let it build up. Why?
Sometimes I feel like I deserve this.
You
And
don't.
it hasn't.
Why
I
would you
don't
feel
know. It really feels like the universe is telling me I do.
fuck the universe, fuck the gods? What have they ever done for us, really?
I mean, no one wanted me as a kid. No one. The only person I ever loved didn't want me to stay. And now it seems even the person that fucking cursed me doesn't want me. So sometimes,
Is that what you saw?
I don't really know what I saw. Just some eyes and a very angry voice.
Scylla. I can't sit by knowing that. You can't hurt yourself like this again. Okay? Please.
I would love to promise you that, Yvette, but with the level I've felt in control of my body recently, I'm not sure I can.
I want you around. I like you, Scylla. You're smart, you're insightful. You're the only thing holding this stupid ship together, honestly. I want you around. And I know we haven't known each other long, but you matter to me. And I don't want you to hurt if you don't have to hurt. All right.
I know. Sometimes it just feels like I have to. And I know that's not right. It's just how it is.
Whoever you saw will find a way to figure out what it wants. And maybe get you out of whatever fucking hell deal this is.
I would like that.
I don't want to see you suffer. Needlessly, you know.
You start to hear the sound of rain pattering on the roof. A soft rumble of thunder in the distance.
I keep hearing that.
Well, the thunder?
Yes. I heard it earlier.
The Storm Lord.
This is certainly taking an interesting path.
If you're comfortable, could you tell me maybe what you're seeing?
I saw my wings. I saw lightning and the rain. And a pair of glowing eyes. And him, someone, telling me I'm not the gift that I once was. Not really sure how else to take that besides bad.
Maybe you're better.
Or maybe I'm worse.
I don't think it would be fair to anyone, any creature living, to be the same person all of your life. We all change, we're all different people, different stages. It's the same for you, for me, for Belle, for everyone. And it seems very unfair to punish you for something you can't even remember.
I could say the same to you.
For what it's worth, I like the you that you are now.
I appreciate that.
We have to sleep, Scylla. Come on.
It's always you and me.
You guys get into bed. Yvain, you find yourself to sleep after a while. Scylla, you sit up a little for a while, unable to really get to sleep. You hear the sound of the rain pattering on the roof. And you can't get that image out of your head. You're trying to just move past it for the night. But that vision is just pounding in your skull with the pounding of the rain. And finally, it gets to be too much, and you get up out of bed. You don't put on your boots. You open your door. You walk out into the rain-soaked road. And you walk a little far out, and you walk, and then you're running, and you run, and you just start running and running, your feet bare pounding the mud, just running, tears streaming, mixing with the rain, trying to just run from everything, from all of the pain. And you eventually fall to your knees in the middle of a grassy field, staring up at the clouds, at the rain, and you scream. A scream that seems to stem from that same place that was being pulled from. And you scream, and you feel the wings burst from your back. And you can feel the rain on your forehead. And you can feel the rain on your wings. And you turn, and you see, just on the outsides of the wings, small white feathers bloomed, almost like flower petals on the edge of a branch. And suddenly the rain doesn't feel cold anymore. Suddenly the rain feels warm. The wind seems to calm for a moment. And you hear that soft rumble of thunder, not an angry crash, almost a mournful howl. And the wings fade back into shadow again. You can feel something is almost battling within you. But you feel a strange sense of comfort in this moment, in the rain. You feel a strange sense of accomplishment in this moment. That accomplishment, that feeling in your chest, like someone blowing on a spark, grows in warmth into pride, a feeling you haven't felt for a significant time in yourself. You felt it for others, but in this moment, you feel proud of yourself. Because you can't remember the last time you had a conversation that honest with someone. You pick yourself up. You make your way back. You dry yourself off. You climb into bed alongside your friends. You look at them. You see Yvain on her side next to you, ankles securely locked to the bed. You see Belbin curled up, drunk, snoring like a sailor at the foot. You think of Farasha somewhere off, probably stealing something.
Most likely.
You found some good people. And you're able to get a restful night's sleep.
I feel like she curls up close to Yvain, like ankles herself so she can like hook her pinky around Belbin's drunk ass fucking hand.
You all find yourselves sleeping peacefully as the rain continues to patter on the ceiling of the Millside Motel here in the town of Flatborough, and that is where we will close our session for the night.
I think the words Max is looking for is "damn y'all." Fuck.
I love you guys. All right, say bye bye to YouTube real quick.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.